Well, let's see. It is my life, really. My art really is my life, and for the fact that I was given this gift to be able to do what I do. I think about this, I've just persisted in doing what I do, and it all fell into place.
I've spent most of my life acting.
I'm an East Coast guy. I came out for UCLA about 3 lifetimes ago.
After my children were grown and stuff, I decided to go back to UCLA and get my degree in art, and I graduated in 2010.
I've always been interested in art. I've always sort of painted on and off. I found out about Emeritus College.
I saw a watercolor class, and it was Freddie.
I like to concentrate on the foundation for the students, giving them the basics that they need in order to create their work. And then the intermediate classes that I teach, they're more challenging painting projects, but it always involves techniques that are very important for them to hone.
Every week or every 2 weeks we get a new painting. He starts to explain and work on it, and we kind of follow his lead.
It's pretty much up to us how we follow the reference. And, I never follow the reference, and this has been going on forever, and he's fine with that.
He corrects and he gives suggestions, but he doesn't criticize.
Yeah, just feather the edge a little bit, and that will extend the color, and it will give you an effect similar to this. You'll see the difference if you increase the value of the violet of one that's overlapping, and then another one that's coming out from it can be a lighter version of the same violet, just with a little more water.
It's been, about 3 years, I guess, that I've been taking his classes. Every single thing that he's picked out, I've learned to be looser and freer with my painting. He picks very different things, so it's a big variety of work and really stretches us. And it's just, it's just a very, very positive experience.
You haven't been painting too long, I don't think. So that's even more impressive, because to get a foreshortened subject like that dog with the nose coming out toward you, that's impressive. I know that in my classes, they're there to learn, but they're also there to interact with each other. The energy that happens in the class, in my class is creative energy, a lot of creative energy, and just the getting together and socializing is really a huge part of it too. It's good for me, great for me too. I'm not a hermit, but I'm a fairly private person, but I do love it when I'm interacting with everyone in class and so on, and so it's good for me too.
He's a real, local favorite.
I never quite grew up, but Santa Monica is where I was born and always lived in Santa Monica. It's kind of a full circle situation. I was a student at SMC and graduated from SMC, and this would seem ancient to you, but it was 1975 when I graduated from SMC. Got all the prerequisites out of the way and then concentrated on just painting and drawing. I really have to give my mom the most credit, because what I remember when I first began to draw, I was drawing on the wall, I think in the kitchen as a little boy, and she brought me some paper and said, "Here, Freddie, here's some paper and pencils, and try that." But really, my parents always encouraged me, never tried to point me in a different direction. I feel that I'm in exactly the right spot that I should be in.
There's no way you could describe him in 3 words. I mean, he is really a unique individual. You saw his house. I mean, it's like, there's no house like that. And, he just collects all kinds of stuff, and nobody has that kind of stuff. He has some really unique interests, and he really likes vintage anything. He just collects all these unique things.
Hello, glad to meet you. It's a pleasure that you're doing this documentary, and Freddie is so honored, and so am I. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm not a ventriloquist, but who's the dummy? And see, this is the way I can maneuver in the house. I know when to stop and when to go. And
Well, I'm kind of into the jukebox myself.
that's my Wurlitzer Model 1100 jukebox made in 1948. And it really works. You put the nickel in here, and then, see, these are the selections. You can find various selections. I like pennies from heaven. Let's choose that. So you push, and here it goes. I just sit here on the rocking chair, and I'm just mesmerized. It's like a moth drawn to a flame when I listen to this. It's going back in time. Isn't that magical?
That garage should be a museum in itself, or it should be an art gallery. I mean, I hope it's preserved like forever, but it's the best garage I've ever been in.
This guy who collected cars just happened to have this guy in a junkyard cut off the front, put it against the wall, and that's how the mural started. I just started to paint it as if it's the windshield and the roof there. The diner. I decided, well, since I'm painting it, I might as well make it Freddie's Diner. There's the beach scene. I thought, well, since it's my beach scene, I can put whoever I want on the beach. But the thing that was most challenging are these light switches and this ugly outlet right here. So I thought, what in the world am I going to do? I did do this little one of a drive-in theater, and I couldn't think of which period movie to feature. So I thought, well, they always had intermissions. And you notice what they're doing in the car during intermission. I've never been in a drive-in theater, but it looks like they're taking advantage of the intermission in the car. Actually, the first things that I did in the way of painting in the garage are these garage doors over here. It's kind of dim light right there, but that's something I did there with the same make and color as my car. And here is the painting that I did on the wall of myself driving on PCH in the car that I didn't have yet. She's the subject of numerous paintings I've been doing. Well, Hazel is my 1957 Nash Metropolitan. And whenever we take a little spin in the neighborhood, people always wave and smile. It's the Goodwill Mobile.
Yeah, we drive around, and there'll always be a look of some kind. Kids, older people will actually, stop us on the street and want to know about the car, and he always has a story for them. He tells them, every little thing about the car. In one way, I'm really special because he lets me see his paintings, like why he's working on them, and nobody gets to do that. Freddie did my portrait. This is more than a painting. It's the essence.
What happened was we were going to meet. He was going to come over. I don't have a cordless phone, and I'm one of the few who doesn't have a smartphone. But I have this phone that I bought this long cord for, and I brought the phone up here. Well, I didn't know it, but the phone was off the hook. He called me, and so I'm still painting, and now it's nighttime. And suddenly I heard this huge vibration, rapping on the front door. And it's Marty with a big policeman. He called for a welfare check because he was so worried. He thought that something happened to me. And so that made such an impression on me that he, cared enough about his friend to do that I said, Marty, have you ever had a portrait done of you? And he said, no, never. So, he was so happy. So he loves it. He wakes up and looks at himself every day. He loves to wake up and see himself gazing back at himself.
I look at this every day. And Freddie, he wanted to take this to his house, and I said he couldn't have it.
Because I spent so many years as an actress, I did 5 Columbos, and he's like a huge Columbo fan. And he watches them all, and so I'll always get an email from him. I saw you last night. He did a beautiful portrait of Peter Falk. It's beautiful. He really, really caught his personality.
they're just more than painting. It has feeling to it, and he's just able to capture, what's really going inside of the person.
I just think it's amazing, and I feel very, very grateful that I happened to find him and fall into his class. And as long as he's teaching and as long as I'm around, I will be taking his class, because it's not something that you master. You learn something new every week. It's not like he ever has a bad day or he ever gets cranky, and I would like to be able to be that way myself.
I consider Freddie a true artist, and for me, it's more of a pastime, and to be able to be friends with a true artist is special for me.
When I would be at home, instead of maybe doing things that a lot of my classmates would be doing, or friends, I'd be drawing. Just always drawing whatever was in front of me. So it was a natural thing. And then at the same time, when friends would visit and be interested in seeing what I was doing and ask me, it was almost then, as a young boy, I would be almost instructing them on how I did it. So it's really a natural thing that I've always been doing and have never stopped doing.
Emeritus means a lot to Freddie also. His life really evolves around it.
Actually, I have to credit my mom. I remember that my mother learning of this program called Emeritus. It was called Emeritus College then. And she said, "Freddie, I think you should apply." So I did. And yeah, the rest is history. 35 years history now, and still going. It's such a tremendous program with such a varied subject matter taught, so accessible to so many students, and they take great advantage of it too. They're wonderful. They're just really great people. I'm so lucky to have been involved and am involved with this program, and it's just it means everything to me. And yeah, it was my lucky day when I was hired by Emeritus. I'm an artist and instructor. I'm so fortunate to be able to do what I love to do, and it's my life. I just thank God for my painting, because the way the world is today, this lets me manage somewhat, keep sort of sane. It's like a meditation when you're concentrating, especially getting someone's likeness. All you can do is just focus on what you're doing at the moment, and everything else fades away. And there's plenty of things going on that I'd love to just go away, but they don't, but they do temporarily. And yeah, so this is what I love to do.